Hello friends! In this video we're going to discuss how to release the you that you think you are, the mask, the ego, the character, the story, and how to unveil the true you who you truly are. Let's go! So we come to this earth as pure beings, little babies, innocent, totally unaware. And then as we get older, we start to take on the thoughts and the feelings and the personality and the story of everyone around us. Parents, teachers, society, TV. And we start to form a personality, a character, an avatar of who we are as a way of survival. As we take on defense mechanisms, we take on a personality, and that's just the way it is. It's a natural part of being here on Earth. But at some point, this unnatural character that we've taken on, it's natural to take it on, but it's unnatural to keep clinging to it and holding on to it. At some point, that character starts to also invite suffering and pain, and we wish to release it. And I do believe that that's like a journey. We take that on so that when we release it, we see true freedom. It's kind of like having black against white. You can't see this white thing unless there's a black background, and then you go, oh, here's that white thing. If it was all white and you had something white, you wouldn't be able to experience it or enjoy it. But once you put that black background, you're like, oh, that's what it is. Wow, that's the experience. So it's almost like falling from the garden. We won't know the garden until we return and enjoy how wonderful it is. So releasing that story will make you feel so wonderful. And here's how we do it. Just let it go. Oh, you wanted to hear more? So let's put your avatar into context. You have political opinions. You feel a certain way about the government. You have a story about your past relationships. You might have a sports team you love, or you have certain foods you like, or you collect things. There is a theme that runs through your life. My name is John or Mary such and such. I live in blank, which is a country that I have these feelings about. ... I wear this kind of clothes. I do my hair like this. Pretty soon, it is such a tower that we have built for ourselves that we isolate ourselves in this tower because we feel like we can't break free of its limits. You know, any information that comes in that doesn't match how I feel about the government, I just don't agree with, and blah, 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 blah. And much of that causes suffering because we form this personality to survive. If anyone judges it, we feel hurt because they're judging who we are. The tower we've built and decorated and ornamented so beautifully feels threatened. Oh no, this person isn't giving me affirmation of my worth. My tower, what's happening? I've got to defend it by saying this to that person. And pretty soon we're so distant from people. Like I said, we're in this tower. But we want to either let that tower crumble, or we want to jump from the top of it and the net will appear magically. But that tower is your suffering. It's your story. It's your attachment to your avatar. It is what is causing your pain. Trust me. So we have to be free of that tower. And the first thing you do is to realize that that tower is an illusion. It's made of smoke and mirrors and things that you've created that don't really exist. You just keep perpetuating them in your mind. If you really sit with yourself, there is nothingness. This is all blank. I say it a million times. This is a blank state. What's happening if you just go, and sit there. There is just what's in front of you. Right now, look at me. If I just sit here and I'm quiet, there's a bunch of grass. I'm breathing. Let's see, is a thought coming to me? Oh, I can choose. I can pick which thought to have. Life is good. Oh, my bills. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to think that. What's the government been doing? I better stay aware because that's part of my tower. I've been building my tower for so long, and oh gosh, I don't know what COVID is about recently. I better look that up and secure my tower. No, I don't have to choose that. I can actually go see the love in someone's face right now. I can, if I want to get on social media, I can scroll through, find something lovely and share it. I can make a meal. I can have free will to choose whatever I want to do that's not focusing on my tower and defending it so hard. Your story is just perpetuating pain and suffering. And it is your attachment to that limiting story, those beliefs, that avatar, that, like I keep saying, causes that pain. So we have to release that. And the way you release it is not by purposefully making effort to release it. It's by allowing freedom. That is where a lot of people in society right now are kind of, I want to say, struggling. Spirituality has gained a little bit of foothold lately. It's been growing, and I see it. There's a revolution about to happen. But it's in its baby stages right now. And many people, I see it on social media reflected all the time. Many people, as they're dipping their toes into it, they want to isolate themselves, to work on themselves. And they're kind of pushing everybody away, saying, fuck people, I'm going to work on me and do what's good for me. And that's kind of like that's a step into it. But the thing is, the self you're trying to work on, you're only perpetuating and feeding on your issues and your problems. I got to work on my trauma. You're only feeding it. The point is to release your trauma. Don't even give it any energy or feed it. You start to figure out that it's about finding yourself perfect and whole and complete. And by doing that and only feeding the wonderful, beautiful allowing of your true self to unfold, by feeding that, everything else dissolves and goes away, and you realize that it was never real. It was only a story, and you do not have to cling and be attached to that story anymore. Knowing that flame is inside of you to expand and realize who you are in the present moment, which is all that exists as one vibration. Once you realize and kind of feel that vibe, like I said, your trauma, everything will dissolve. You don't have to work on it. You just allow your story to release. You're not your feelings about the government. You're not that tower. You're not this, you're not that. The number one thing to do is to first realize that tower you've built has only been there as a defense mechanism to protect an inner child that has felt suffering through your life. But like I said, that suffering you felt through your life is because you made the tower. So once you let the tower dissolve by understanding it's not real, and what is real is your awareness, your connection with the divine oneness that is everything. As you take on that understanding, as I said, everything will dissolve, and you'll find peace, clarity, bliss, and an enlightenment of sorts will just be who you are. So a practical way to do this is just witness. See it when it's happening. Trigger yourself. If you're on social media and you start to give your hardcore opinion, go, wait a minute. I don't have to have that opinion. I literally can have any opinion I want, and that's freedom. If you're like, the government is this, then go, wait a minute. The government could be like this, it could be like that, it could be like that. I could not care. I could care a lot. I have all these choices, but ultimately, it's just watching and witnessing what's happening. And when you do that, you set yourself outside of it, and then you're not stuck on this one little opinion that you have to defend, which is part of the tower that's causing you suffering. So trigger yourself, and at any moment you can find, whoa, I'm labeling myself. I am labeling and titling myself, and I don't want to be in that box anymore, because that box is blocking out the sunshine of awareness. The light within me is being stifled by putting myself in the box and limits of who I think I am by these labels and titles and opinions. Blah, 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 blah. What exists? The present moment, be here now, me, it, oneness. Catch the vibe, my friends. Be a hippie star child for a while. Trust me, feels really good. So, thank you for watching this wonderful, wonderful thing I love to do. Make videos for you and share how I feel and what I am experiencing on this journey. I feel myself expanding and growing, and I too am allowing everything to release. It's just happening. I don't know if it's a never-ending process, but it's what's happening now, and I love connecting with you on this journey. I love you.